You're only alive when you love. Your love equals your life. And being alive is exactly the same experience as to love. And this is something deep in yourself, beyond your mind, you know very well. It's just that our mind confuses our experience, and then we experience fear, lack, and we have the sense that we are disconnected from the world and sometimes even from ourselves. And that is the nightmare of death or suffering, anxiety, sadness. But when you contact, by relaxing your mind, by surrendering, by having a stable attention, when you contact the core of your being, of your presence right now, right here, you rediscover that it has been always the case that you're only really alive when you're loving. And you could also say that only when you felt alive, when you felt overflowing, that's the moment you actually honestly love, because you love without expecting getting anything back. That's the moment you got in touch with your deeper wisdom that tells you that the love you give is the love you feel. And that's your love. So the more love you give, the more love you feel. The more love you feel, the more alive you are. This may sound simple, but I'm pretty sure you already tried before. So you know, okay, it is clear, the concept is clear. But in the practice, you will find that you don't feel like loving certain people and certain things. Some days you may not even feel like loving at all anything. And that's okay. But if you really remember what I'm conveying in this video, which is basically your nature, there's nothing new. But if you really remember this point, you will find yourself a quicker way out of misery, of anything less than happiness and enjoyment. That magic that makes everyday, ordinary experience to be extraordinary. Just walking on your home to one room to another room, or doing anything that is usual, becomes unusually a full experience. And you love it. And you love it because it makes you feel alive. For real. It feels that only then you're real. And that only happens when you love. So you see, you have to let go of your mind and rediscover that you're actually deep inside of yourself. You're actually incredibly happy to be alive. Just being alive, it is fulfilling. And that's the way you should live. That's the way you deserve to live every moment of your life. But yes, I know most of the time that's not most people experience. But it's just your mind that is diverting your attention energy into little abstract imaginations we call thoughts. But if you have the guts to surrender, to rest, to trust, to explore if what I'm saying is actually true, you may have to initially go through some layers of conditioning, but after a while, you're gonna start getting it. There is nothing to do. There's no one to become. And you are ultimately no one anyway. You're just life itself. all your body experience, all your mind experience is actually inside of you. Your experience of the world, your perception of the world, everything is happening inside of you. And when you peel this exploration to the bottom, you realize that you have been always there. Your aliveness. That's why it's very valuable to reference things like aliveness and love. People use the word awareness a lot. I understand why, but for me, that's not when the chemistry of love and aliveness touches my mind. It's not awareness. Awareness could sound even like a psychological, scientific word for it. The experience itself is so fascinating, so simple, so natural. So yourself, so deep, so alive. The core of your experience is always that. And you feel love that is not related to the transactional exchange we do with life. It's not the love people give you by paying attention to you, or it's not the love you show other people by behavior. It is just a pure love that is not from this world. Your being, and is there always accessible to you. If you trust enough to let go of the concentration in your mind and just rest in what is. And to discover that the fabric or your experience, what they call awareness, the fabric on how you experience this moment, how you're seeing this video, how you're thinking about it, how you're listening to it, all that is in a matrix. The essence of it is being alive. And that aliveness is loving. And enlightenment is just being in love with life. Just that.